Testing. Let's show him it. Let's go out. Okay.
This is the spirit of the Rasta. I tall standing tall. This is the spirit of the Rasta. Yeah. I tall standing tall.
Salutations of peace. You are now in tune on the one, the force itself. At this time we call it the Holy Master Blaster Jamin. I am your brother, the Rastafari, Ital Iman I. Remember, O ones of the one, this is of the supreme reality, the revolution of our journey upon orb ship Earth. Remember that time is a factor. When enough is past, it is where the future lies. Wisdom is key to our actions. None were perfect in their way. They were not true observers. The information was not available, and they were not at the right time and space to carry out desired mission, no matter how well intended. Allah is the best of planners, so it is written. The second trip to Cairo, Egypt, Malcolm could not speak, but he had prepared a 8-page memorandum asking the Africans help in bringing America before the United Nations on genocide charges, etc. He had come, he said, to speak for 22 million Africans caged in America. What Malcolm did not realize is that Elijah Muhammad was closer to truth than he could ever imagine. For the white man, the atom, the Sumerians were created in a test tube, so to speak. So the Yaku Theory, as it's called, bears much truth. In the 1930s, the Negro mind was not ready for the wisdom of the Sumerian tablets, which reveals the wisdom of the Anunnaki. So Elijah Muhammad's Yaku Theory was a sign or a glimpse of a fact which would be totally understood in the future. Elijah Muhammad spoke of the mother plane. We know now the reality of the elliptical orb ship Nibiru. There is a mothership. What the Rastafari reveal here is the true theology of time. So we find Elijah Muhammad to be right on time. In the year 1930, two things happened. The Nation of Islam came to be. So did the Rastafari movement. Haile Selassie was crowned King of Kings, Lord of Lords, conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. Note that 1930, 1 plus 9 plus 3 plus 0 equals 13. This is the number of the gods. This is the number of the Maya calendar is based upon. So we see the two movements of the black man's redemption according to the Maya calendar known as Zolkin. Wisdom dictates that these two movements were for signs. They were to be observed and read like a book in order that we extract truth. They were formalities of a reality, handwritings on the walls of time. This year, 2012, the movements are at 82 years. Reading this information esoterically, chapter 82, Holy Quran, reinforces this truth. This wisdom designed by the Lords of Time. It proves that the ending of the Maya calendar will bring no doubt about it, i.e., it proves the ending of the ancient Maya calendar. Surah 82 does, no doubt about it. It proves what the ending of the Maya calendar will bring. Allah has been with the black man in America all along. He has been with us all along the way. Oftentimes not understood by the actors, the players of this grand drama. According to the laws laid down by the great Satan, i.e. America, Malcolm was doing the right thing, giving them an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. He was utilizing the law of the land to the hilt. He would take America before the world court. But Malcolm's blueprint for freedom and redemption was not that of the Anunnaki. Like Martin Luther King, Malcolm was allowed to go to the summit of the mountain and look into the promised land. Once he learned or realized that his way was not the way of Allah, i.e. Anunnaki, the gods of Nibiru. We have been given inside information that at that point he no longer required or wanted security. He had went far as he was allowed to go. And as far as revolution, he was the man to pull it off, and it would have been successful. And we know this through our research. There are things we know we cannot reveal at this time. For we are the Brotherhood of Saint Malcolm, and we honor the sacred trust. We are confident even unto this day of the victory of good over evil. Malcolm visited 14 nations and met with 7 heads of state. Where his first trip had been impromptu and private, his second was formal and public. All doors were open. He had a pass. The black man had perfected the art of war. All the troops were in place if need be. This was no secret to the State Department. They knew it had been done somehow, but they did not know how and by whom. So they took Malcolm out before he could give the signal from the platform of the United Nations. Malcolm knew, along with his closest confidant, that the moment he was to reveal his plan at Audubon Ballroom, it would be at his demise. It was designed by the puppet masters to appear that Malcolm was taken off the scene by the Nation of Islam, who played hand in hand with the powers that be, knowingly and unknowingly. Truly, it does not matter, because this is all the plan of Allah. Of him only should we fear. Some students and scholars wonder why there was a lack of security at that point. We who know are informed that it was Malcolm's personal orders, for he knew his fate. Though the drama was allowed to be played out to a certain point, our redemption was written in the heavens in times of antiquity. Believe it or not, there is no contradiction at the highest level. Now, concerning our true redemption, it is not and could not be commercial in the common sense. 12/21/2012, there will be a gathering of the New Age profiteers at Sedona, Arizona, for what is called 2012 International Conference. People from all over the planet will gather there. Please research it. 2012 International Conference. You must register for this event. There will be many guest speakers of the New Age movement and internet personalities. It is advertised that Hopi Indians from North America will be there. This consensus is aware that there is to be a gathering in the Four Corners area at that time, 12/21/2012. Sedona is symbol of the charlatans and profiteers, who in this case say they will be harnessing the incoming energies into their bodies via meditation at the time of the grand alignment and send it back into the universe, making way for the new era of peace, love, and harmony, etc. From then on, they say there will be one people of orb ship Earth. This is not what 12/21/2012 is all about. It is the tying of the redemption of the black man and all righteous people upon orb ship Earth. We are together at the sacred sites that we be led to safety, somewhat, if not like the Hopi was led by the so-called ant people in previous cycles of time upon orb ship Ea. As Bob Marley sang in the song Coming In From the Cold, he said, when one door is closed, another one is open. The Master Blaster jamming being the original blueprint for survival. Being that certain entities upon orb ship Earth, like Stevie Wonder, is a commercial entity handled by commercial entities, it has been very difficult to come together, sit down, and reason with him about this message written in his music, this message written on the walls of time, which is reality. But the demons of commercialism, the profiteers, like the La Rota group, God knows who they work for. We can't get to Stevie to talk about this. So, if we cannot have the Master Blaster, if we cannot bring it to fruition, if it will not be a reality because of the ignorance of some people and the evil of some people, evil is oftentimes ignorance not knowing itself to be so, there are other avenues open for our safety. We have the technology to save ourselves. If you're interested in it, contact us. We'll be glad to discuss it with you. But one door is closed, another one is open. You're now in tune on the one, the force itself. At this time, we call it the Holy Master Blaster Jamming. This is part 2 of this discourse, the ultimate reality. We'll bring you part 3 shortly.